Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. Tries from a long way out. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Davids. That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. And it's Drogba. And it's McAllister. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now, he's got space here. That's destined for the flank. Van Nistelrooy in with the challenge. And he has been fouled there. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Looking for options for movement. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Bellingham. Van Nistelrooy. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Mbappe. Del Piero.
Such good technique.
He's picked his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Nistelrooy. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh no, this does not look good. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Bruno Fernandes, very much a man of this moment. Bruno Fernandes. That's beautifully weighted. Now it's Drogba. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Tries to play it through.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That has ended up in no man's land. Davids. Fabian Ruiz. De Ligt. Pass somewhat off target. Schlotterbeck gets over and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Drogba. That has been cut short. DiMarco. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? That's tidy. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Bale. It's Bale!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Alexander-Arnold. Schlotterbeck. Van Nistelrooy is onto it in a flash. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Van Nistelrooy unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. DiMarco can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Del Piero. Davids. Davids! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Davids really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham looking to add to his goal. And this is Drogba. And he's managed to get free. He's onside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. The Netherlands are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. So we've reached the hour mark. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And a chance! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Great vision. Always onto this. That's a good ball. The Netherlands needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Del Piero. Mbappe. Now Davids. And he was quick to react. That's a lovely, neat pass. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Nicely spread. And it's Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Schlotterbeck gets across to intercept that. Vieira cuts it out. And here's the chance to counter. Played out towards the right wing.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception. Well read, nice interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. It's Pelé! And that's a sharp finish. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. The Netherlands really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Drogba. Nicely weighted ball. That's a sharp pass.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And he's only too happy to take that back. It's a searching pass. Vieira getting this one clear. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
We are into overtime. And it's Bale. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen too.
So that's it. It is all over. Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Bellingham picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London, by any measure. Impressive jump! And he's heaved it away. And the counter is on. Nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Pinches it off him. McAllister. It's a pretty loose pass. Marquinhos. Pacho. And it's Mendes. Can he get onto this? And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Madrid with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bellingham, and he plays one through. There's the shot! Goal, Milan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Knocks it out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Hoisted in. Schlotterbeck can get it clear.
Madrid clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Mbappe clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And he can thump it away. It's a throw-in. Cafu. Played back into the centre. And here's Yamal. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Cafu has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He slings it in. It's out for a goal kick. Nicely aimed pass. Picked out brilliantly. Great chance! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Pacho calmly anticipates. And it's Soboslai. Knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. And he whips it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Bellingham. Van Nistelrooy looking to receive it in space. That has been cut short. Oh, Red, nice interception. Alexander-Arnold tries to pass it through. Oh, it's a foul there, right on the edge of the box. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Tonali is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And this is Drogba.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Fabian Ruiz. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pacho is there to clear. Threads one in. Now it's Drogba. Drogba. He shifted it to the flank, and he's picked it up out wide. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Soboslai. Can he get it through? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Milan have played well here, and they have the... Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Nuno Mendes.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now it's Drogba. Szoboszlai. And this is Drogba. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nuno Mendes. Szoboszlai. Some really good ball movement. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Bellingham. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Di Marco. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Pacho. And it's Tonali. And it's Soboslai. That's a good ball out wide. He's picked his way. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Szoboszlai. Yamal. He is through here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Spread to the right. That's a good ball. Bellingham. A lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Mbappe might just make this. That has ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Van Nistelrooy being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out.
It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Nuno Mendes. Good play on the left-hand side here. Good ball, good take. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Shevchenko! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Great defending, strong and determined. Nuno Mendes. It's played through for him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's a shade optimistic.
Madrid really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Di Marco goes short. Foot in. And now they can spring out of defence. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Bellingham. McAllister. Oh, that's well spotted. Esteval providing an outlet on that flank. Towering header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Bellingham. McAllister. Fernandez. Could move up a gear here. Tacho gets over and intercepts. Moved on forwards. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Alexander-Arnold is wide and looking to get onto this. Good read, needed to be. Marquinhos. And time is up. Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty as we've... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things already rolling. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. And he can thump it away. And it's Zanetti, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Bellingham. Haaland! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's put paid to the danger. Zanetti. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Deftly away. That'll be a throw-in. Bellingham. Oh, this looks sharp. Fabian Ruiz. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, and the finish! Oh, some inspired defending there. Milan with the corner, they're first. Di Marco goes short. And the shot! And reclaimed it in a trice. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Van Nistelrooy, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Fabian Ruiz wins the duel this time. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Di Marco. And he's being shifted off it. No change to the score, 0-0 it... Fabian Ruiz!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Olise did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. And that is expertly dealt with. The Rossi spots it and intercepts. Cristiano Ronaldo. He was under real pressure there. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Haaland, never out of the action for very long. He is starved of space and time. And it's Pirlo. And here's Olise. Stood up well to him there. Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Bellingham. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Threads one in. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro. Schlotterbeck.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Alexander-Arnold. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Haaland. And that is the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Schlotterbeck. Fabian Ruiz. Pass somewhat off target. Zanetti conjures time and space where few can. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Look, that could spell trouble. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Probing pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Ronaldo. Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Cannavaro. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
De Rossi.
80.953 spettatori.
And this is Pirlo. Aimed beyond the defence. Now that is a hefty challenge. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Drogba. Van Nistelrooy. De Rossi. Haaland. And Zanetti. Pirlo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's made its way to it. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
There's the header! It's in! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Nicely weighted ball. Real chance here. Backward it goes. Picked out, big chance! We've got a goal! A game of drills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
Cambio di giocatori.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh no, that was never going to make it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Olise. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's an excellent interception. De Rossi succumbs to the pressure. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Haaland. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Messi. Haaland. Is there any... Oh, shooting chance! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Inter Milan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
It's just beyond his reach.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And this is Ronaldo.
Il quarto uomo
Belly.
indica 4 minuti di
He's a little
recupero.
undercooked. Tries to pass it. And the shot! DiMarco gets it away. And that's definitely not his best. Nice control. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. This ended up in no man's land. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow.